even when you say that you don't wanna know. Some part of you wants it, just reach deep inside. Some part of you knows that there's much more to life. And even if you turn your head to look away, your heart's constantly rolling. If you keep on ignoring, it'll roll away. Don't let it roll away, roll away. Roll away, roll away. Stay tuned, we got a lot to say. Consistently rolling.
Hello. Welcome to the Consistently Rolling Show. As you know, I am your girl, Consistent, and we are supposed to be going live today. Part two with Enlil, or as you guys know him, Morris Gibson, with his life partner, wife, to give you an update about what is going on with his case. I'm not sure why the delay. I'm waiting for her to come in now. Sorry, you guys. I was trying to see exactly where she's at. Texting her now. I decided to go live because there was some questions or some people that came in my inbox and had some more information to add or subtract from the case, or even give information as far as the credibility of said people. And I wanted to give them an opportunity to ask or talk to his wife themselves to try to get some more information as much as possible. So while we're waiting for her, I will say this. Men getting charged for any kind of abuse of children seems to be going on a lot lately. Um, I'm not saying that every case is of a person being guilty or not guilty, but I will say that there's less investigation going on than what's need to be. Um, I will give you an update of someone else that I guess is somewhat of a public figure, people who follow by the name of Rashad Jamal. He was convicted of his crime. I think I told you guys earlier today. In the sundown in town, he's been telling us or updating us about his case before he even went to trial. He gave us evidence of the kid and the mother retracting what it was that they said, alleged that he had done to the child. But even after that, now he's in jail and he's getting accused of different people's cases that he doesn't even have privy of information of knowing who these people are. They just happen to follow him on his page, where he spreads what he believes is the truth of spirituality, the connection of God, in a different light than what we are used to or accustomed to. And because they are people that happen to agree with him or follow his page, now he is attached to things that they have done, and they're calling it an occult. I do know about another case. That those people are not ready to quite talk yet about their situation, and that's okay. But I will say that there are good fathers or good men out here, and they should not be wrongfully accused. Still trying to wait for Miss Brittany to come in to see if we have any updates about what's going on with the case of Enlil. I will say that He's not doing too good in there. And of course, the people are not making it easier for him. I do know that this town is predominantly white, and I don't want to say that this is a racial thing at all, a racist thing at all. But I do believe that if there was another person that was accused of doing said things, then both of them should have been tried, tested, and proven innocent or guilty equally. But that is not the case. One person is free and the other person is in jail. One person's case got dropped and one person's case is still not even investigated properly yet. I do not want to say that I want to say this. I personally do not know Brittany Gibson. I do know my friend. We've been friends for 18 years now. And as far as the background between her and what is going on with said case of the custody battle, I do not have that particular information about that, nor does it have to do with what I am seeking justice for. If it's wrongful, if it is someone that's doing something wrong for children, by all means, justice needs to be served. If not, then people, I feel like the right people need to be free if they did not, and the right people need to go to jail if they did do. If you guys want to join us live, like I said, because it was some people who felt like I didn't know all of the story, I didn't know who I was defending. I encourage you guys to click on that link that I provided for you guys to join us in the comments. You can join us in the comments. You can join us live if it's anything that you would like to say. I am asking everyone to please, 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 please let me know the information of what's going on, because I really, really am curious to know the truth, and I really do want justice to be served. We are still waiting for Miss Brittany to come in. If Miss Brittany does not come in the next 15 minutes, I will then close the live and we will try to do this again, because I really didn't plan on coming on. As you guys saw, I did another video earlier about Black history. Please check that out. You can always check us out on our platforms, like I said once before, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all where there is podcast streaming. You can always check us out the next day for whatever we do live the next day on our podcast. I don't want to just be the only one in this conversation, so I'm encouraging each and every person to please like, comment, subscribe, and ask whatever it is that you need to ask. Information that you feel like you want to know about and you want me to research it and get some more details about it. I'm more than willing to look into different things, have different topics, however it is that you, whatever it is that you are interested in. Like I said again, the purpose of me coming here live again today is to do an update about what is going on with Morris. He is not doing too good. From my understanding, he is not eating at this point. He has told his story. If I can get a statement from him, please believe me, I will get a statement from him. But I am seeing this as a pattern that men are getting accused of certain things of children, and it's not getting its due investigation properly, is what I will say. They're just getting thrown in jail without doing any research of anything. If I am wrong, please let me know. Don't like I said, comment and let me know if I'm wrong about the situation. But I would like to believe, especially someone that I am friends with or I would call family, that I would know them enough to know that this is something that they would not do. As we, like I said, we're waiting for Miss Brittany to come in to try to give us a part 2. She says she's being held up. Send her a text message again. If there's anybody, if you guys want to come in or comment, you can always let me know. I do see that there's a couple people that are in here. I can always see your comment. We are talking about the injustice system, of what's going on with Morris Gibson. We want to give an update about what's going on. This is something that has been going on that I've seen so far, that I'm privy to about 5 men, three of them being their own children, two of them they are stepfathers to.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Miss Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this right. Thank you for joining us. I wanted to get information or some updates about Morris Gibson.
Okay.
Okay. So we wanted to start off with a follow-up report. Did you have anything that you wanted to?
I'm sorry, you cut out, Lisa. What'd you say?
The follow-up report. Would you like to give us some information about him?
Like how he's doing right now?
Yes.
He's doing okay. I heard from him 2 days ago, and he had an inmate that tried to jump him, and his other cellmate was able to calm him down, the other inmate that is, and keep him from hurting my husband. After the three inmates started talking, he found out some information from that inmate that the guards were setting him up and telling the inmates to attack him in there.
Okay, so from my understanding, that particular jail or prison is already going under investigation of a lawsuit of corruption. Would that be correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Of a minor.
And they're being sued for what now?
$1.4 million.
And why?
For they gave out information on the boy and he was basically jumped and beat up by other inmates, and he's now paralyzed for life.
So we're still doing corruption all the way down into the jailhouse system. Would that be correct?
That is correct.
Alrighty. I also, from my understanding, like I was trying to see if these people were going to come live. They were in the comments saying that we didn't know the whole story, and I also saw that you sent me a letter from your attorney that they wanted you to not stop talking. Would that be the case?
Yes, that's correct. So Trooper Trace, many times, including the day that she came and arrested my husband, had tried to get me to turn on my husband. And when I told her no, she said that she would come after me next. And she did, obviously. And ever since I've been out, they are very upset about me talking and, putting my information out there. And so my attorney had reached out to me and let me know that I needed to stop posting things because it was upsetting the GAL and the troopers.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying I don't see if you're telling your truth, why should that upset anybody that you're telling your side of the story? Because justice needs to be served, and if justice needs to be served, it's like they put their statement out there in actually it was called the opinion of the public, and also within the news of what they felt was the story as far as his case. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Has anybody else come to you? Any news report? Anything to get a statement about what's going on with the case?
Not yet.
So then, how would we get the story out if nobody is coming to you to say anything? We were talking about a CYS report. What was that about?
So I had received a CYS report stating that, well, two CYS reports actually. One was for Morris, stating that he was going to be registered as a sex offender, but the rules are very straightforward that he's not allowed to be registered as a sex offender until he's convicted, which obviously he hasn't been convicted. So why they're telling him that they're going to register him as a sex offender and that he's been registered, I don't know. More the corruption, I guess. They're trying to just get away with whatever they can. I got another CYS report on behalf of my one daughter. I am going to try and cut back on using names just because the attorney did ask that I cut back on giving their direct names. But other than that, he doesn't care if I air the stories. But my one daughter, I received the children and youth report on saying that a minor under the age of 18 had recently abused her, and that minor was found guilty, and it was why she was in her dad's care. Um, I'm not allowed to get any information on like who the minor was or what happened, but that was basically the extent of it. That she's still currently being abused while in dad's care. There by somebody under the age of 18.
Hmm. And now that they have this set evidence, they're not even talking about moving the kids out of dad's custody.
No.
And they have this evidence that that said minor is still getting abused.
They not only have that evidence, but they recently obtained evidence where the one that originally started this Cheyenne, where Cheyenne had stated
We're
that
not saying names, remember?
yeah, where she had stated that she's afraid of her dad's house because she sees her dad's pee all the time. When she was asked how she sees her dad's pee, she said because every time she's in the bathroom, her father always comes in there.
And
But she didn't
this
want
is
to.
recently?
This is recently, yes. This was December of 2024 or 2023.
Okay.
And she said they have two bathrooms, but every time she goes to the bathroom, he always comes in there and does things and shows her his pee. And she does not like that, and that's why she doesn't like staying at her daddy's house.
And how were you able to be privy to this information if you're not supposed to be around the kids at all?
Um, I don't want to sound like I don't know, like some of the evidence. Obviously, I don't mind giving out. I cannot give out that information right now, but it'll come out soon.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that you would like to add as far as this update? Because I was kind of hoping that these people would come in. There were some people who actually had some things or matters to say that we were wrong about the story. And I really wanted to hear their side of the story, but they're not coming in at this time.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah. So is there anything that you would like to add or update? I mean, we went over the CYS, we've done the follow up, we've done the corruption in jail, how they're doing, how they've been corrupted before, and the reaction to the interview, and how the attorney gave a statement of they want you to really stop talking, really. So is there anything else that you would like to add that you feel is important that everybody needs to know?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. How are you privy to knowing how your kids are doing or holding up at this time?
I'm not allowed to know. No, I'm not allowed any contact or know anything.
Okay.
I mean, I was fortunate to figure out that information that I just shared with everybody, but like I said, I can't disclose where I got that.
Understandable. Alright. Hello. I'm not sure what happened. Trying to wait a few minutes to see if Miss Brittany will come back. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update of what was going on a little bit. Seems like more evidence is coming out that the other accuser is getting, still having problems of trying to keep the kids safe. I apologize, y'all, that we having technical difficulties today. Hopefully, we'll get some more update soon. I'll try to bring Miss Brittany back in maybe a month or two to see if there's any changes. If anybody has any information about helping towards this case or hurting, however you feel fit, please reach out to me. If you have any more, if anybody wants to help Morris in any way, I will try to get that information from Miss Brittany to see if there is some type of, oh, she's back. 1 second.
Hey.
Hey, is there any information that you would like to share for trying to help Morris Gibson out?
No, but my daughter-in-law wanted me to mention the new charges that they tried to put or that they put against me um when I went to my prelim. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. So I had my preliminary hearing the other day, which basically got rescheduled because my attorney said I have the right to do a hearing right away. And so we need the other party there so we can question each other. So we rescheduled it, but before we got a chance to leave the courthouse, the DA called my attorney back into the room and said that they were telling him about a green turtle. And as I was saying before we got cut off, me and my husband use code words when we talk on the phone because, you know, we know that the system's corrupt and that they're trying to use anything and everything against us. So, of course, after they kept going in and raiding through the house, we noticed that there were some things missing that they did not report that they took. And so my husband called from jail and he wanted me to take my gun out of the house and make sure it was safe. So he said, "Did you get the green turtle out of the house?" So I said, "Yes, I got the green turtle out of the house." And then later in that conversation, we were just talking about corrupt systems and racism. And I had told him, I said, "You know, this is exactly why people do the things that they do. This is why you have people killing that judge that killed that judge the other month or whatever. This is why you have people killing cops. Like, I'm not saying it's right, but this is why people do what they do is because of these corrupt systems and the racism and the profiling, you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, exactly." And so we were just talking about that. Well, they told the attorney that they believe that I was trying to plot to kill one of them.
Oh,
And
wow.
so they stripped my gun rights from me.
Really?
Yeah, they stripped my gun rights for me. So
So was that the same day that you went to court that they did that?
yeah, they made me sign a paper for them taking away my gun rights. You know, if I didn't comply, then they probably would have arrested me or something. I don't know, but I of course I complied. It's only temporarily until how this all plays out. I can potentially get my gun rights back, so it's cool. It's fine. But I kind of thought it was funny how pathetic they were being. Like, they act like they have all this stuff, but then they turn around and they got to fight to put every little petty charge on us. And clearly, that's not how the conversation went. But it was kind of comical because my attorney was like, "What do you know about a green turtle?" And I'm like, "Oh shit! Like, that's my gun. Why? What's up?" They were like, they thought so, and that's why they were like, you know, you were trying to threaten to kill him. I was like, I was not trying to kill anybody. Like, I wouldn't do that. But
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to update and report? Like I said, do you have any information to give anybody to try to either help Morris, reach out to him, anything?
Um, again, just what I told you before. So the FBI said if enough people call into them, they have to get so much call volumes. So if so many people call about this particular case to them, then they will start reaching out and doing something. So I know we've been having people call out and get the story out to the FBI in Washington D.C. So if people want to call out and like keep making calls out to them. That'll help bump up the call volume. Other than that, they said about Morris keeps saying about those appeals to the courthouse. Like, if people keep calling up to the Chambersburg courthouse and doing these appeals, I don't know much details about them, but that's what he's getting that information from inside sources. And one guard that he has became friends with told him that his friends and family on the outside can be filing these appeals. So, again, that's something we all have to look into. I don't know what it is, but we could all just call up to the courthouse and ask them, and I'm sure they could direct us. And if we can all file those appeals, that would help him too.
Okay. As far as the FBI, why would we be calling the FBI?
Because the FBI gets involved in things like this. Like when I talk to the FBI, they will get involved in things such as investigations, like if there's kids being sexually abused. And like with Cheyenne's situation, she's still currently with her sexual abuser being abused every day. So that's something that they would need to know about, because also the corruption that the police are not handling it right. So you got a minor who's still being sexually abused, so they take that very seriously.
Okay. And so at this point, you just want us to get in contact with the FBI and say what exactly?
Just bring up the whole case, like Morris Gibson's name. He's in the Franklin County Jail. That the system did him wrong. Bring up the details, everything that they've heard, and that it needs investigated because she's still with the father who's raping her. Just tell him like the story. And that it needs to be investigated.
Okay. And then the Court of Appeals, you said you're not sure of how we are supposed to
Mm,
think about that yet?
I'm not sure. I mean, we can do another quick update. If it makes it easier for everybody, I can call the courthouse tomorrow and get more information on that to figure out what exactly everybody needs to do. I don't mind doing that.
Okay, that's fine. And then we'll just put it up on all the platforms and keep everyone posted as far as what's going on. So
Mhm.
I know that it's a lot that you guys are just doing, even the legwork. If you want to, we can come back and talk about it again in a month to see if we progressed or regressed. If you'd like to do that, would you like to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So we'll close out here. Like I said, condolences goes out to you guys. We just want to get the truth out there. And like I said, those people who have the other side of the story that we're unaware of, please come let us know. If you don't want yourself to be put out there personally, even with your voice, just send me an email or something so that I can let that other side of the story be known as well. But I do appreciate that you came back on here, and we'll talk to you in a month, and we'll keep everyone else updated about what's going on. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We'll close out for now. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.